to read with me along in the recount of Mark 7, verses 20 through 22. What comes into a man is what makes him unclean. For from without, out of society's evil, come darkness of mind, ignorance, intolerance, and inactivity. As we have learned, all of the evil that comes out of
Hey, Josiah.
Hey, I'm in the middle of church. Why are you calling?
Since I'm on the right home after the broadcast, public transport's out again.
Ken? We still on for tonight?
Yeah. Mom says it's time to find out Dad's stuff. He's not coming home.
What comes from without? It is not man that is evil. It is society that is evil.
You guys see the news last night?
It was ridiculous.
The counselor Reed said it wasn't their fault.
Society's influence, I know.
I'll get it.
What's that?
It says Declaration of Descent. Signed August 5th, 2036.
That was before the paper ban. We're gonna have to turn this in.
Wait.
Give me that. We declare separation from the Federal Council of Religious Beliefs. We refuse to obey the orders of the federal... Do you realize what this is? We could get arrested for this.
Isn't that your dad's name?
Yeah. Is there a Robert James in your family?
I think my grandfather's name is James, but Dad doesn't talk about him much.
Maybe this is why.
But why would my family, or yours, get involved in this?
I know a place we can find out.
I don't even know if he still lives up here. Mountain Pass has been restricted for a long time.
But if anyone would know, it'd be your grandfather.
Yeah, and we could also get arrested.
I wonder if he knows where my dad's at.
Are you not listening to me?
Who are you?
It's me, your grandson, Josiah James.
Josiah, is that you?
This is Cody and him, Peyton. We think you may know their dad.
Let's go inside.
So our dad was part of this dissension group.
And so were you. Can you tell us about it?
Cody, your father was part of a project to restore the Bible to its complete state.
But wasn't that the point of the last revision that the federal council issued?
The Bible never needed revision, Josiah. Their version is just a book of stories. It can't tell you about salvation.
Salvation for what?
From hell. Then the council took our Bibles and they gave us the altered editions. The paper ban played an important role. Once everything was electronic, the council computer could censor it.
But the paper ban was to save the trees.
That's what they told you. I'm sorry, you two, that the council took your father. He continued to teach the unaltered word, even got his ID for safety.
But hell is negative thought patterns that society presses on us. Society brings us evil.
Hell is more than a state of mind, Josiah. Who made society?
People did, I guess.
How did it become so evil if people are so good?
But I can't drive home in the snow.
It's either that or stay here. Your grandpa did say we could.
Driving up here was risky. But spending the night is even worse. If the council police... You know what they did to your dad.
They can't track us up here. Our phones have no signal. We're invisible.
Just pray it stays that way.
You just sound like my dad.
What are you doing down here?
Who's the Apostle Paul? What is this?
What I'm going to tell you doesn't leave this house. Do you understand me? When our economy collapsed in the 30s, the government bought everything, even our churches. And for a time it helped us to recover. But when they began restricting what could be taught in church, the group of dissenters and I began to memorize the Bible. We call ourselves the Keepers. Then the government published the Universal Standard Revision. They removed the heart of Christianity, and they removed anyone that stood in their way. We are gathering all of our portions together. We cannot let the Keepers' task fail.
Open up.
What do you want?
We've had reports that you've had visitors, Mr. James.
It's been a long time since anyone's been up here.
You are under surveillance, Mr. James. The council does not appreciate those trying to undo their work. You remember what happened to Carl Tate.
Are you kids all right?
Yeah. What can we do?
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. This is the verdict. Light has come into the world, but men loved darkness instead of light, because their deeds were evil. Jesus said to them, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except by me. Carrying his own cross, Jesus went out. Your word is true. This is the disciple who testified to these things and wrote them down.
Members of the council, please, we have a few questions for you, Mr. Payton.
The police know where we are. We gotta get out of here.
Cody, where are you?
Hold on a second. Gotta see if this works.
What's going on?
Council police. Do you think it'll affect Dad?
Clearance denied. This pass has been invalid for a long time, Mr. Bates.
Cody!
Cody!
I thought there were 3 of you.
There were. He didn't make it off the mountain.
Cody!
What's next?